yeah. It's like, okay, I don't know what else to say. Hey there, I'm Zoe, and I have the privilege of serving on staff here at Northgate. My dad, growing up, was a worship pastor. He introduced me to a lot of different worship music, and one of the most important forms of worship to him was hymns. My sophomore year actually was a really hard year. I was battling a depression that was characterized by not hearing God's voice. I went through a period of time where I was like, God, why are you doing this to me? Why are you pulling away from me? Why are you not speaking to me? Why are you not, revealing things to me that you did before? It felt as though God had kind of taken a couple steps back. I was reintroduced to this song, Be Thou My Vision, because my school was very good at recruiting different, diverse worship bands. And so there was one band that specifically sang hymns all the time. During one chapel, they sang Be Thou My Vision. It was just captivating. Initially, it was just like, wow, this is a really beautiful song. The language of the song, something about it struck a chord in me, and I heard the Lord speaking loudly to me for the first time. My second semester, I was taking a Theology 1 class. My professor that semester, throughout the semester, he would start the class with worship. The very first song that he did on my very first class day was Be Thou My Vision. I think I felt when I heard it in class, I was like, wow, God, you really, really know me. You really care about these little things. It was a reassurance of the intimacy that he has when he knows something about you that other people don't know, and it was a reassurance of his presence in my life and the fact that he didn't leave. It was kind of a thread. It was almost as if he was asking me to hang on to those promises and those songs, and it carried me through an entire season, even up to probably my senior year. God used that hymn specifically to remind me constantly, Zoe, I'm with you. I've never left you. I'm never going to leave you, even if you can't hear me as clearly as you did before. I started to learn to listen for the Holy Spirit. I started to learn to listen for God's voice. It's a formative season because I had to come to these conclusions on my own. It changed the way I thought about who God was and how he decides to grow us, each of us. I was like, man, I have to remember that season of my life. I have to remember God's faithfulness, and I have to know who he was and who he is forever.